Thank you, Concorda. The role of Vulture Funds in Ireland has expanded dramatically since Fine Gael and Labour were in power, came to power, and Fine Gael and the Independents now. They have now become a terrifying new breed of landlord in this country, thanks to a government whose policies have lured them here in the first place. Their existence here is a symptom of a complacent government prioritising private sector interests over the interests of ordinary people in this country. Vulnerable homeowners have now become fodder for these vultures, who not only are struggling to pay off mortgage debt, but could face homelessness if the state fails to intervene in the selling off of these PTSB loans. While sales like this are not new in this country, the level of the sale sets a new precedent for the behaviour of the vulture funds, banks and the government itself. Since Fine Gael came to power, we have seen Ulster banks do the same, and in 2014, the former Irish Nationwide, under state control, offloaded 13,000 home loans to vulture funds as well. It's important to acknowledge that while the bill seeks greater regulation of the powers of vulture funds, and not just the funds themselves, it will not be passed in time for the sale of these PTSB loans. We cannot be naive about this. We all know how long it takes even for government bills to get through the House these days, let alone private members' bills. Which means we need the government to intervene, and intervene now. Arguments from their camp suggesting they couldn't possibly intervene in the market is nonsense, because it's been done before. Need we remind you of the unprecedented level of intervention the state carried out as part of the bailout? Also, it seems to be forgotten that we now own the majority of the banks. The state owns 75% of PTSB, so in essence we can and should intervene. The behaviour of the banks to its customers, to the state and to the democratic institutions of this country is simply unbelievable. Write down the debt as the option, although far from Fine Gael's minds. It makes more sense to write down the debt in a state-owned bank than to extract money from homeowners through financial torture. You, on our behalf, can instruct the bank to repay the people who have bailed them out, and that's what you should be doing. Thank you.